Speaker, my question is to the Minister for Transport. Minister, there's been a lot of public commentary about the Liberal National Government's Forrestfield-Airport Link in recent days. Can you please update the House on the status of this project, which will transform the eastern suburbs, including my electorate of Forrestfield?
Minister for Transport.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. I thank the member for his question and his ongoing interest in activities occurring out in the Forrestfield electorate. Mr Speaker, the Liberal National Government...
Members.
Mr Speaker, the Liberal National Government is committed to delivering the Forrestfield-Airport Link. Mr Speaker, this will provide the communities in the eastern suburbs of Forrestfield, High Wycombe and around that area a 20-minute journey to the CBD.
Fantastic.
At the moment, Mr Speaker, the commuters driving into the Perth CBD are taking nearly an hour to get to Perth, and so dramatically...
Sit down, please. Member for Armidale and member for Butler. Minister.
Mr Speaker, all they're doing on the other side is confirming what we fear and the reason why we're acting so quickly. Mr Speaker, they have complained about this project from day one, and it's basically indicating that should they win the next election, they will scrap this project, Mr Speaker.
Shame.
Mr Speaker, they do not support this project of opening up the eastern suburbs, Mr Speaker, long-forgotten suburbs in the east of Perth. Mr Speaker, it's taken this Liberal National Government to actually start putting development into the eastern suburbs of Western Australia, Mr Speaker, to provide some surety and some public transport and amenities that other suburbs and other electorates enjoy. And we are proud of the fact that we are opening up the eastern suburbs and providing a much more convenient proposition for the electorate in the eastern suburbs. Mr Speaker, I'd like to also say electorates, Mr Speaker. Mr Speaker, this project not only a world-class public transport to the airport, but also
Sit down,
for the people...
please. Member for West Swan, call you to order for the second time. Right, Minister.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Not only will this provide a world-class public transport solution to the airport, not only will this provide fantastic public transport solution to people in the eastern suburbs, but, Mr Speaker, this project is expected to create up to 2,000 jobs. Mr Speaker, up to 2,000 jobs. In these times, when it's tough economic times, it is the responsibility of government to ensure that we put the infrastructure that will provide for the future and also to create jobs for people that are otherwise struggling. Mr Speaker, this is a fantastic opportunity. Now, I won't remind Labor at this time of their failed marginal seats rail program, or whatever they were going to call it, that was going to have a blowout of over $734 million, Mr Speaker, that was never actually delivering a rail line to the airport, Mr Speaker.
Sit down, please. Member for Victoria Park, call you to order for the first time. Right. Minister.
Mr Speaker, they clearly don't like being reminded of the fact that they were building a railway nearly to the airport, but not to the airport. In fact, they talk about how far away the Airport West station is from the airport, Mr Speaker, but I can tell you it's twice as close. As close.
Right. Member for Victoria Park. Member for Cannington. Right. You've made your point, member for Victoria Park. Minister.
Mr Speaker, it's twice as close as what they proposed, which was going to be in the middle of Tonkin Highway, Mr Speaker, twice as far away from the Airport West, and the inconvenience of sticking in the middle of Tonkin Highway. Mr Speaker, we're providing a much more suitable outcome for the people in the eastern suburbs and for the electorate of Belmont and then Forrestfield and beyond into Kalamunda and the people of Midland. Mr Speaker, we are thinking of all the people out there. Now, Mr Speaker, what we are doing by reading in the bill today is we are confirming our intention to get on and build this project, Mr Speaker. We're going to construct this railway because we don't want to see a situation... Mr Speaker, we don't want
sit down, please. Member for Victoria Park, call you to order for the second time. Right, Minister.
Mr Speaker, we would not want to ever see a situation like their careless comrades in the east of scrapping a project that the government had committed to at the time. What a careless and irresponsible act by the Labor Party,
Right,
Mr.
further
Speaker.
questions. Just sit down. Member for Victoria